Good evening, one and all. Thanks for joining us here this evening. No, it's not quite 8 o'clock yet. Don't worry. Your clock, your watch is accurate, but jumping on a few minutes early here because we have so many special things to take care of tonight, so many recognitions. We are very happy that all of you chose to come and spend this absolutely gorgeous Thursday evening with us. And the first thing on the agenda is to let you know about the anniversary of Public Power in the City of Ames, 125th anniversary. First special thing on the agenda tonight. To tell you more about that, I'd like to introduce to you the Director of the Ames Municipal Electric Utility, Don Cobb.
Thank you. I've already got one announcement. If there are council members that are still swarming out there, you're supposed to be back here. So you know who you are, get back here right away. So good evening. As John said, my name is Donald Cobb. I'm the Director of Electric Services here at the City of Ames, and this looks like a great crowd. So thank you all coming out on a beautiful, beautiful day. So I want to tell you a little bit about the utility. So first of all, good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm standing in the shadow of the Ames power plant. An electric generator has stood behind me for, in one form or another, probably over 100 years. This is our special year, as John mentioned. This year we're celebrating 125 years of public power in Ames, Iowa. Thank you. It was in 1896, after no action was taken by private sectors to build an electric power plant, the Ames City Council called for a $12,000 bond to construct a municipal plant. It's interesting to note, this was the first Ames election where women could vote. And there were women that voted, yes. And just to kind of put this in perspective, Thomas Edison built his first power plant, the Pearl Street Station, in 1882. So this is only 14 years after Thomas Edison first started General Electric. The citizens of Ames were very clear with their support. Back then the vote was 298 in favor of the project and 40 against. Land for the power plant was purchased for $250. E.F. Clinton was appointed as the first superintendent. Ames' first public power plant produced 150 kilowatts, basically to light Main Street at night. Just to put that into perspective, we now provide more than 1,000 times that original electric capacity. 130,000 kilowatt hours can be produced here at the City of Ames. Right now, we provide more of that power. It comes from several different varieties. It comes from, we do it using natural gas. We use refuse-derived fuel. That's kind of a fancy name for processed garbage. So the garbage, not only in Ames, but throughout the county, come here and it's processed, and we use that to create electricity. We have wind in our portfolio, and recently we've added solar. We operate 24 hours a day. Solar is good, wind is great. We operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. So let's fast forward about 75 years. That's when Ames opened the first waste-to-energy facility in the entire country. In 1975 it was created, and we create electricity, and we continue to make electricity out of the county's waste today. In 2016 we converted our boilers from coal to cleaner burning natural gas. Through the years, like I said before, we've added wind to our portfolio, and this year we've started producing electricity with the Ames Community Solar Farm found down by the airport. And just to know, if you're still interested in solar, we have room in that project. So just contact Electric and we'll get you a panel on the Ames Municipal Community Wind Farm. For 125 years, Ames Municipal Electric System has provided local, reliable, let's not talk about derecho, sustainable, I was here for that too, sustainable electricity to its customers. I want to thank the Mayor and City Council for their support of municipally controlled public power. Also the members of our advisory committee called URAB, and I especially want to thank you, our customers, for helping us keep the lights on. We want to continue the celebration throughout 2021. So for those of you who have calendars or get out your smartphones, I want to give you a couple of dates. On Monday, July 19th, we're opening up a mini exhibit featuring 125 years of Ames Public Power, and that's going to be over at the Ames History Museum just down the street. Then on July 20th, we'll be cutting the ribbon on Ames' first electric vehicle fast charging station. That's going in at Come and Go off of Dayton Avenue. We're also going to have, for those who are kind of interested a little bit on electric vehicles, we're going to have an electric vehicle car show down there. So you can not only just kind of see them, you can feel them, touch them, possibly drive them, maybe ride in them. I've been told that Tesla's bringing 2 vehicles. I believe there'll be a Mach-E there. There should be a Chevy, I got to get Bolt, not Volt, Chevy Bolt there, and other electric vehicles. So I encourage you. It's from 3 to 4:30, July 20th, at the Dayton Avenue Come and Go, in and around those areas. And there may be refreshments from Alisteca, so come on down and join us from 3 to 4:30. And on Wednesday, July 21st, join us beginning at noon over at the museum. I think we're going to have some happy birthday cake over there, so please come on over and have some. We hope to continue our celebration into the fall, so look for more announcements. Now, before we welcome the Ames Municipal Band, let's give the Ames Electric Utility a round of applause. I guess we do have a birthday cake for tonight too. Oh, thank you all. Thank you.
Once again, a very good evening to all of you, and once again, thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness, what a huge crowd we have out there this evening. And we expect nothing less on a very special evening like this. We already had one special thing for you there with the Public Power anniversary, and of course, it's one of the high points of the concert season each week, or each year, I should say, with the Ames Municipal Band, because tonight's guest vocal soloist, of course, none other than Iowa's own star of the stage and the very well-known educator and philanthropist, Simon Estes, here with us tonight, and will be joining us in just a few minutes. It's Ames City Council night here this evening, and members of the council and Mayor Hala have been over there. Some folks are still over there at the table. Well, earlier they were handing out bottled water and ice cream sandwiches. I'm told the ice cream sandwiches are all gone. So if you didn't get here early, sorry, you missed out on that. But there's still some water, I think, available over there for you, and that might taste good right about now. We thank them very much, and more on that coming up too in just a couple of minutes. We also want to make sure you know that toward the end of our concert tonight, we will have some live cannon fire in the area. It will not be right here in the park, but it will be behind the Bandshell over toward the electric plant. So we just want to point that out to you if anybody might have any concerns about that, any young children or pets that might be upset by that. We just want to give you a heads up there. Well, these people right here are very ready to go here this evening, as we all are. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to the members of your Ames Municipal Band. I'm John Burnett Larkins, very pleased to be here with you as always. And let's meet the director of the Ames Municipal Band, Dr. Mike Golimo. It is time to get things officially underway. We ask you to please rise, please remove your hats, face the flag. As always, veterans and current service members, you may perform a service salute at your discretion. Join the Ames Municipal Band with our national anthem. As mentioned, it is Ames City Council night, and we all owe the Ames City Council a very, very big thank you, as always, for its continued support of the Ames Municipal Band year after year, and for giving us all this very wonderful home for the band, and many other activities as well. Bandshell Park and the Durham Bandshell. And right now, we'd like to welcome to the stage another special guest, and more special guests will be following him out as well. Please welcome the Mayor of Ames, John Ayla.
Well, good evening. I'm going to invite the Ames City Council to come out here and join me. That's your cue. I just want to say it's a complete and sincere honor to serve with the council members. And I'm going to see, you got Gloria Betcher is on the far left. She is our Ward 1 council member. Bronwyn Beatty Hansen. Next to her is an at-large. We have Rachel Junk, Ward 3. David Martin, I'm sorry, Ward 4, Rachel. Ward 3 on David. And we have our student government ex officio with us tonight, Trevor Poundstone. He's appointed by the student government president. And then next to him is Tim Garton, Ward 2. So just want to thank you. Yeah. Since we've mentioned milestones tonight, we're closing in on another one. The Ames Municipal Band was created in 1924 and incorporated in 1925, so we're only a few years away of a century of making music. The purpose of the Ames Municipal Band was to provide concerts for the people of the community, be ready at all times to furnish music for civic and community activities, to cooperate with the school and playground musical activities for the training of Ames youth, to provide a place where instrumental musicians may continue the musical training. And although we grieve the fact that we lost a season last year due to the pandemic, they are back for the 2021 summer season for providing free 1 hour long concerts, as you're probably aware, through July on Thursday evenings. Tonight, as the Ames City Council night at the Bandshell, gives us an opportunity to thank you and to share some treats, find out how you're doing, and thank you for your support. So we hope you've enjoyed the treats and our great tasting, refreshing Ames water from our new water treatment plant. Now it is my sincere honor to introduce our returning soloist, the internationally acclaimed bass baritone Simon Estes, to the stage. He graduated from the University of Iowa and the Juilliard School of New York, established several foundations around the world to promote music education, and he's a native of Centerville, Iowa. Simon Estes has performed for 6 presidents, 2 popes, and many kings and queens, but most importantly, he's going to perform for you this evening here in Ames, Iowa. So please join me in welcoming Simon Estes to the stage.
Simon Estes, everyone. Simon Estes, a native Iowan who began singing at the age of 8, found himself with a full scholarship to the Juilliard School in his college years. He launched a career in opera that began in 1965 and continued for many years. Along the way, cast in many prestigious roles, including King Philip in Don Carlo Escamillo, in Carmen Porgy and Bess, the title role in Attila, and many others. In the title role of Wagner's The Flying Dutchman, he appeared for 6 consecutive years in Wagner's Bayreuth Festival. But Simon Estes, of course, equally recognized for his philanthropy, which includes programs close to home and in far corners of the world. His Simon Estes Educational Foundation has awarded more than $1 million in merit-based scholarships to youth. His Iowa County Scholarship Program has assisted many young people in attaining a college education, and he has helped young musicians to attend Juilliard. His Simon Estes International Foundation for Children in Switzerland has helped many young people in Switzerland and Bulgaria, and his Eliminate Malaria campaign, in conjunction with the United Nations Foundation, has spared countless children in Africa from deadly malaria. He is Wendell F. Miller Distinguished Artist in Residence in the Department of Music at Iowa State University, guest lecturer at Des Moines Area Community College, and Simon shared with me just this evening backstage some news for you, that he is one of 10 recent nominees, and he has accepted the nomination for the Opera Hall of Fame, and that'll be held next year in New York City. So yet another well-deserved accolade for Simon Estes, headed for the Opera Hall of Fame. He'll start us off tonight with the classic Without a Song by Vincent Youmans. Please now welcome to the stage once again tonight's very special guest vocal soloist, Simon Estes.
He was wearing a mask at the beginning, and I wear my mask all the time, incidentally, when I go places, because I think we need to still be careful because so many people are still dying. This evening I was listening to the news, and I just heard that this past week, 9,000 people, over 9,000 people died in the United States, and all 9,000, not one had been vaccinated. So I think we should take this very serious. It's a health issue. I was just in New York in May. Juilliard invited me out to come and work with the students and talk to the faculty. And every student wore a mask, and so did all of the faculty members. And when I was walking on the streets in New York, I was absolutely shocked, and I really mean that sincerely. You know, New York has over 8.5 million people now. And obviously I didn't see all 8.5 million, but I never saw one person without a mask on in the streets in New York City. So I'm not taking any stands politically. I'm just thinking of humanitarian and health issues. We still have to be careful because a lot of people are dying. And also on the news this evening, they reached the 4 million number of people that have died around the world because of this horrible virus. So let's all take it serious so we can all be healthy for ourselves and for our fellow Iowans and fellow human beings all around the world. So thank you for letting me say that. Okay. That field of corn would never see a plow. That field of corn would be deserted now. A man is born, but he's no good no how without a song. I got my trouble and woe, but sure as I know the Jordan will roll, I'll get along as the sun is strong in my soul. I'll never know what makes the rain to fall. I'll never know what makes the grass so tall. I only know there ain't no love at all without a song. I would like to thank the electric services here in Ames because of what they have contributed to this city with new, let's say, electricity. And I'd like to thank all of the new lights that we have here up above. Do you notice that those are all new lights? Congratulations on whoever put the lights in. Mike, did you do that? Mike Galemo and the band put all of those lights in. So give them a hand. You might notice that the number's a little smaller because some of them fell off the ladder when they were doing the lights, but it's okay. I'm very happy to have sung all of these years for you folks here in Ames, Iowa. I feel blessed and humbled and honored to be with Iowa State University and to perform with this wonderful municipal band. And I want you to know it's been my honor and my privilege. And I want to thank all of you people for coming out all of these years. And we will just have to keep it up. So stay healthy. I love all of you. And wear a mask and get vaccinated so you'll stay alive, okay? Thank you.
Well, we're going to just take a quick intermission here for a second to recognize the completion, as Simon Estes mentioned, excuse me, the new LED lights in the Durham Bandshell. That's your cue again. The electric upgrades to the 1935 Bandshell have addressed safety concerns, corrected code issues, and replaced outdated lighting with energy-efficient LED fixtures. Our council continues to look for opportunities at all city facilities to upgrade to more environmentally friendly options and save natural resources. The LED lights you'll see tonight use less electricity than the ones they replaced. They allow city staff to creatively program lighting with performances. It's my pleasure now to introduce Keith Abram, our Ames Parks and Recreation Director, who's going to offer some additional comments before we do an official ribbon cutting.
Thank you, Mayor. So how about, before I get into any details, how about one more round of applause for Simon Estes? That was awesome. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and if you've been to some of the concerts, you've seen some of the light shows and the capabilities of these lights. So we want to just kind of give thanks to a couple of companies. Modus is the company that designed the lights and some of the electrical upgrades that we had, and then Jaspering Electric was the contractor for the project. So let's give them a round of applause. So just some details. We're going to kind of go from where we were at to where we're at right now. So we used to have, in the old system, there were like 6 bulbs out here.
Actually, Keith, there was over 500.
500. All right, 500. All right, I thought there were 6. So, but now with these LED lights, we're at about 10,000 bulbs. There's a ton of them.
Actually, we don't have bulbs anymore, Keith. We have light emitting diodes, 10,000 light emitting diodes.
All right. Thanks, Craig. But I'm sure of this one. We only had like 3 colors, and now we have 4.
No, actually, we can do millions of colors, Keith. We have red, green, blue, and white bulbs, but we can actually do millions of colors with those bulbs, with those LEDs.
Millions of colors. 500 bulbs. All right. Light diodes. All right. Colors. Okay. Well, with all these diodes, 10,000 of them, or however many we have, I'm going to guess that it's a good thing that we upgraded the power to operate.
Actually, we saved so much power by switching to LEDs that we were actually able to install a 200 amp disconnect so that we can do larger concerts and events here at the Bandshell.
All right. I guess I didn't know as much as I thought. But I am sure of this one. So with all these lights and the different millions of colors and the upgrades and everything like that, I'm sure you're the only one that can program this.
No, actually, anybody who rents the Bandshell does get access and use of these beautiful lights if you rent the Bandshell facility for any event or wedding or anything you might choose to.
All right. So enough of the details. Let's see what these lights can do. All right. All right, how about we do a little countdown, starting at 5. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doncom, are you still in the house? Electric? All right, Greg, I think you better take over.
All right, well, thank you all for coming here tonight. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Craig Kaufman. I am the Auditorium, Bandshell, and Community Center Manager here for the City of Ames. Like I said, this facility is available for rent, so if you like what you see here and you have an event that you're thinking of doing, feel free to contact me. We're always happy to bring new events and new things here to the park. But I did want to say thank you all for coming. Thanks to the council. Thanks for all the folks who helped make this lighting and electrical project happen, and thanks to Keith.
All right. So now we're going to do a ribbon cutting. I'm not going to screw this one up because I'm going to let the mayor in charge. So go ahead, Mayor. We can do another countdown here before he cuts the ribbon. All right, here we go. Let's start with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, City Council. Thanks, everybody, for coming tonight. How about a big round of applause for the Municipal Band? Awesome.
That ceremony was very enlightening, don't you think? Like several of John Philip Sousa's other well-known marches, this one is named after a military commander. In 1885, in his 5th year as leader of the U.S. Marine Band, Sousa was under the command of Major George Porter Houston. He saw him as a stern but fair officer and dedicated this march to him. Sousa wrote a total of 136 marches, this one considered by many to be one of his very best. And that's why it's always part of our lineup each year here with the band. This is the Sound Off March. You just saw them in action there, and you're going to see them in action one more time. Those beautiful new LED lights. And I'm going to show them off to their full extent here with the most fitting music that we could think of. Get set to ooh and ah. Let's hear you say ooh. Let's hear you say ah. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. We'll be coordinating the light show with Tchaikovsky's famous 1812 Overture. That overture, of course, written to commemorate the Russian military's successful defense of the homeland against the invaders of Napoleon's Grande Armée. So, only fitting that we'll make the occasion extra memorable by having that live cannon fire we've been telling you about. Craig Kaufman, the City of Ames, person in charge of these municipal band concerts, running those beautiful LED lights as we now proudly bring you our finale this evening, the 1812 Overture. Under the direction of Dr. Michael Galivo, your Ames Municipal Band.